Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Before I get going with this video, I just want to take a moment to thank our friend Diane very much. Diane, I really appreciate your donation to our channel's PayPal account. From the boys and I, thank you. Someone left a really great comment. There's always so many great comments, and so many of them jump out at me. But there was one today that said, getting free doesn't mean you're free, and I want to talk about that today. Now, if you've just recently left the narcissist, there are very legitimate reasons why you may still have to be in contact. If you have kids together, if you have joint property, if you own a house together, maybe there's some pending court cases for division of property. There are a number of reasons why you may have to be in contact directly with them, or even indirect contact. At the time I was with Trevor, I'd become extremely fond of his mother and his two young daughters, and of course, to remain in contact with them would have been indirect contact, and the indirect contact in my case absolutely had to stop as well. I mentioned it before, and Trevor did have two young daughters, and I was tremendously fond of the girls, and we were very close, and you know, we would get them on weekends, and we did all kinds of arts and crafts and gardening, and we went for bike rides, and we played together, and I absolutely adored them. Now, of course, the narc and their smear campaigns always going and running chaos and getting the shit stirred up, but I really thought the children would be exempt from that, and after one departure, and of course I got Ubered back, I went back, I hadn't seen the girls for several months. And when we did finally get together, we were so excited to see each other, and the young one was sitting in my lap, and I was holding her, and she had her hands on my face, and she was going, "Kimmy, why did you do it, Kimmy? Why did you be bad, Kimmy?" And I was like, what the heck? I said, what did I do? You hurt everybody, Kimmy. Daddy says you're bad. Like, what? I mean, it was absolutely horrendous. I just adored the children. We had a wonderful relationship with each other. And though Trevor really did never bond with his kids or do anything with them when they were there, he basically sat on the couch and drank. And, you know, I was baking with them and canning. And, I mean, we were just constantly busy together. So he couldn't even leave that relationship alone. I do believe the little one was in kindergarten at the time. So the narc is not going to have any trouble running interference, even with a very young child. And all of this can be very hurtful. Now, again, it's one thing that you've been dumped and discarded and replaced instantly. Typically, by the end of the day, somebody else is in there, you know, sleeping in the bed, whether, you know, the sheets have been changed or not. And it's very, very painful when everybody else is affected as well. Children, their parents, their siblings, I mean, people that you've grown very fond of as a result of your involvement with the narcissist. So there are going to be, well, there certainly was for me, additional heartstrings. I mean, I could identify Trevor as a real source of irritation, a real source of chaos, madness, insanity, frustration, heartbreak, but the mother and the children were not that to me, and he did everything he could to muddy up those relationships as well. So for many of us, not only do we lose, you know, that person we believe to be our soulmate or someone, you know, that we love very much, but we lose so many other people as well. And even though you've left, there certainly is an emotional attachment, not only to the narc, not only are you heartbroken, confused, disorientated, but you also feel all these other people that you've cared about just slipping away from you. And of course, after leaving and you're trying to reconcile what's going on in your head, and you're heartbroken and crying and drinking wine cross-legged in your bed, trying to figure out what the hell just happened, there it pops, all the pictures on Facebook of the woman that you were just replaced with, you know, now at the park with the children that you cared very much about. It's absolutely horrendous. And I think there were many times that it made it very easy for Trevor to me back because I missed his mom. I missed the girls. I missed the dog. I missed the garden I had been working on. I relation to the narcissist. And all of this can be a bit overwhelming, and I really didn't see any of that coming. I mean, by the time so many of us leave, we are literally fleeing, and you really don't have time to think about anything other than, oh my God, I got to get out of here. Of course, I've never had the opportunity to see the girls or speak to the girls again, but I have continued over the last several years to send in them I love you vibes, so I'm hoping they're picking that up. But with the mother, something I found was so hurtful and so frustrating. A few times when I did leave, I did try to reach out to her just to ask her how she was doing. When I was then met with, Kim, I just don't understand why you had to cheat on him so often. Like, are you kidding me? I would say to her, does that sound reasonable to you? I'm working every day. He drops me off at work. He picks me up from work. I'm always with him. He's the one that's got the free time on his hand, that 8-hour block when I'm at work, and I'd be, trying to reason with her and say, does that even seem plausible? Like, when would I have time to do that? I mean, it was utter madness, but the truth is, the narcissists in there, they're stirring up chaos, they're doing everything they can to tarnish your name, to ruin your reputation, to smear campaign you. That's what they're doing, and they're doing it with everybody. So, in my experience, there was zero hope of ever maintaining any of those relationships. So if you are in your exit strategy now, if you have just left, if you're still struggling to reconcile this, you may be experiencing additional heartstrings that unfortunately you have no choice but to sever. Once these relationships become infected with this narc virus, there really is very little hope. In fact, I've never heard of a case where people were able to maintain additional relationships, that they had formed as a result of the narcissistic relationship. It's really not plausible because so much damage is caused, and their intention, of course, is to throw as much mud at the situation as possible, hoping some of it sticks. So it really does cause these apprehensions in people to trust you or want you in their life when they've been led to believe, it's you. You're the one cheating. You're the one doing all these things. The narc drinks because of you. That was another one. I gotta tell you, that blew my mind. Many times, Trevor's mother had told me over the relationship that he had been a chronic alcoholic since age 13. And then I would leave, I'd get Ubered back and I'd try and reconnect with her. And she would say to me, Kim, you've got to be careful what you say because, he's drinking because of you. And I'd say, snap out of it, Dawn. Like, snap out of it. That's not the truth. You yourself told me he's been a chronic alcoholic since age 13. And she'd kind of, wake up for a minute and go, oh yeah, that's right. Initially, I understood that I had to get free from Trevor, but I really hadn't understood how many other things I was letting go of, how many people I'd come to love, were just going to be ripped from my life. So getting free really did involve not just the heartstring, the soul tie, the trauma bond, whatever you want to call it, to that horrible soul vampire, but there were other people that really meant a lot to me. There was a business that I had single-handedly built despite, his desperate attempts to sabotage it. I had invested many years of work in it. There was a time factor. I had given up 5 years of my life, and I guess I really felt like I was owed something for that. I had done my best. I'd been absolutely crushed in the process. I was completely disrespected, disregarded, dumped, replaced. I was in such a state, and I really didn't understand at the time how many things I was letting go of when I left Trevor. And then there was that aspect. I don't believe at the time I actually left Trevor, kind of on my own free will. I did it because I felt like I had a gun to my head. I did it because I'd come to realize I was going to die if I didn't get out of there. I was having suicidal thoughts. I was miserable beyond belief. I was physically ill, mentally ill, my spirit had been broken. I felt like my soul had been extracted out of me. So I left because I had to. And feeling like I left by force, like there truly was a gun to my head, that in itself left me feeling very much attached to it. Like I wanted validation. I wanted, so much to recognize the incredible effort I'd made, the sacrifices I had made. But no, there's none of that. Yes, I was free. I was free physically, but I wasn't free emotionally. And not only did I have to free myself from the abuser, but I had to also free myself from people, places, things that I had grown very fond of. It really did take me a little bit of time to understand that not only was the relationship over, but all additional relationships attached to that relationship were ending for me as well. And I really needed to let go of other people that meant a lot to me. I had to let go of the time. I really had to come to terms with the fact that those 5 years were gone, and that was the end of that. All the work I had done, everything was gone. And to be honest with you, really internalizing that and accepting that, did free me up. For a while, I did wish, that there was a possibility of maintaining a relationship with his mother. I did wish that there was a possibility that I could get a glimpse of the girls. I wish that some of the work that I had done for the 5 years building the business was in some way going to pay off for me. But it wasn't possible, and I really did have to internalize that. And once I did, honestly, there was so much freedom in that, and it is these steps towards letting go of all of it, that will ultimately lead us onto a path of total freedom. Acceptance really is going to lay the foundation for genuine freedom, not just physical freedom, but emotional freedom, spiritual freedom. It's the acceptance that it's over. All of it's over. I was never going to be able to recuperate my relationship with his mother, his kids. I could not salvage or find any value, any worth in all the work I had done to build that business. There was just no way that I could benefit from any of that work I had done. All of it was over, and I really had to accept that. And once I did accept it, it actually got easier with each day to just let it go and know that it was dangerous, it was toxic, any involvement was going to hurt me, and what I wanted was freedom. And sometimes you've just got to accept that things are what they are. You can't reason with the narc. There's no combination of words you're ever going to be able to put together that's going to help them understand what they're putting you through. They're hurting you because they like it. And telling them that they're hurting you is only going to make them happy. I mean, you're just in a lose-lose situation. Cut the ties, go no contact, and start to find your freedom, because there's no freedom in any association with a narcissist. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Thank you so much for that comment. And I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I love you guys lots, and I hope you're having a great narc-free day.